Hard Mark Podcast.
Shrimp on the barbie. Shrimp on the barbie. Do you respect that? That's corruption. I could make a fake snake. You do not pee in the pool. You do not pee on the barbie. All of myself is clean.
Welcome to the Hard Mark Podcast, everybody. Rumpus Time is back. My name is Erik Donaldson. The purpose of Rumpus Time is to explore the mind of the weird and wonderful star of our program. He is the artist formerly known as the man of 54,097 compliments, the EVP of Soul Skiing Development, the maitre d' of Matt Drama, the Tampa Bay Topsider, the living painting, the talent, Sammy Davis Jr. Go fuck yourself, because here comes the real Mr. Entertainment, Flying Ryan Murphy. Ryan, how are you doing on this fine day?
Very good. It's good to be back. Good to hear that tone.
It's like we never left.
Yeah. So
it's like
good.
It's like we've been together these past 3 months.
Right.
This whole time.
Exactly. Yeah.
The Mr. Entertainment thing was, so obviously we've been out for a bit. We will get into the reasoning for that momentarily, but the Sammy Davis Jr. reference, Ryan, maybe I'd say how many, like maybe 2 to 3 weeks after we stopped, you like messaged me like, hey, I kind of missed the podcast, which was like, I never in a million years would have expected to hear that from you.
I think we almost got on one, and then the things came up, but yeah, no, I did. I was just like, I don't know what happened. I was like, it's a regular thing, and all of a sudden it stopped, do little withdrawals, and I had to...
You are a creature of habit, a very, very routine-oriented individual, if there ever was one.
Yeah. So. Well,
I'm glad we could get, it seemed like you kicked the habit, but we're back at it now, so hopefully this doesn't, re-trigger your impulses or anything like that. But we're happy to be together. I'm happy to see Ryan's bright and shining face. I'm happy to have my voice broadcast out to the Markomaniacs yet again. But a lot of activities over these past few months. I have a child in my home now. A child that was birthed by my
your own.
It is my child. I'm 99% sure. And then, but yeah, no, it's good. She's just over, at the time of this recording anyway, she's a little bit over 2 months old. She's going on 9 weeks here in just a little bit. And she just started smiling. And I don't know. I mean, what do you want to know, Ryan? What are you curious to know about this whole baby process?
I'm not much of a baby guy.
Okay.
I think babies are weird.
What does that mean?
I just think all babies look the same, like...
That's racist, Ryan. That's actually pretty racist of you to say that.
But once they start like getting a little bit older, then they're kind of cute and they're funny, like it's just at the very baby stage, the infant.
Sure. There's not a lot of personality
like
there.
You said, like now, they're starting to, just smiling. I don't know. I've never had a baby, so I don't. I'm a cat guy, Give me a cat, and I'm. But yeah, no, when do they start doing stuff? When do they start like moving and crawling? And like, is that you guys got to baby proof the house soon, or is that a year old? I don't know. Like,
I mean, I don't think it's like a pressing issue. Let's see. I've looked this up before. I think it's around like maybe 6 months or so. When do babies crawl? Oh, 7 to 12 months old. Usually.
You're getting there.
I mean, we're still a ways out, but yeah,
when do they start podcasting?
I think that's at like 3 years.
3 years, 36 months.
Right, yeah, exactly. Another 6 months. Math whiz, Ryan Murphy. It's. I'd never changed a diaper before, so like I don't know that I'd go so far as to say the same thing as you. Is like I'm not a baby guy. Like I tended to gravitate more towards like little kids because like once you can communicate with them, like that sounded weird. I enjoy like interacting with children because like there's that give and take, and you can kind of like do comedy bits with them and stuff like that. Babies, there's none of that. You can't really rely on any of those things. So like I was always somewhat baby neutral. Maybe I didn't really like holding other people's children. I'd never changed a diaper or anything like that. So, for me, changing her diaper, the baby, Evelyn, in the hospital was the very first time I'd ever done that.
Is that like a lot to handle, like changing a diaper? Like,
yes. Well, I mean, it's really not eventually, but like the first time, yes, it is overwhelming initially.
Yeah, I could see it being overwhelming.
Yes, because they will pee. Like you've developed strategies over time, but like when you're just trying to get through it. The very first time, you're just trying to get through it. Like I was just wasting half of a bag of wet wipes at a time, just like trying to like clean everything and stuff like that.
Did someone help you? Did someone guide you, like through the first one, like a nurse or something? Or
I think the nurses. I mean, I'm sure they would have if I would have asked. I think initially I was just kind of like watching them do it, and like, okay, you do that, and then there's the tabs and yada yada yada. And so I didn't have anyone like guiding my hand initially, but I will say, not to get like too graphic about it, as a man, if you were changing a girl's diaper, that is a strange phenomenon because like you don't want poop and stuff in a lot of those crevices.
Right.
So like it feels very invasive as a father, but like you have to do these things. So, it is strange from that capacity. And like, initially when I was changing those diapers, I'm sure I was probably going through like 2 to 3 diapers at a time because then she'd start like peeing and she'd pee on the diaper. And I was like, well, that's no good. Now I got to toss that diaper away. And and we were there. So like we had to basically get things started a little bit earlier than expected. My wife had a little bit high of blood pressure. And so they kind of had to start, basically they had to induce her early. And so we weren't expecting it. Like we went in for a routine doctor's visit. They checked her blood pressure and they were like, oh, we need to monitor you. And then as the monitoring went on, they were like, well, there's a good chance that we're going to have to deliver the baby because like if your blood pressure spikes too high, that could be dangerous for both of you. And so we were not going into that appointment thinking that was what was going to happen. And so then it became like, yep, this is happening. And so I had to like run home, pack our bags really quick because at minimum we were going to have to stay 2 nights. It turned into 4 days, 3 nights, 4 days, something like that. Because we had Tuesday night. No, I mean 2 nights is standard.
Okay.
So we were expecting. So this happened on a Tuesday evening, just before 8:00. She was born, and so we stayed Tuesday night, Wednesday night. We're hoping maybe to get home Thursday. Although we were both kind of like skittish about like, oh gosh, this is a lot right now. Like having the nurses here to help is very beneficial. Thursday didn't happen. So then we stayed Thursday night and then we stayed Friday night. So yeah, I guess it was 4 nights.
Yeah.
In a hospital, which I don't know how many like overnight hospital stays you've had, Ryan. Rough.
I know for sure. Even just being in a hospital for any time is.
Yeah. So you have nurses constantly especially because there's 2 people. Like if it was just one person they were checking on, maybe you'd stand a chance of getting some sleep here and there. But like they're checking on the baby, they're checking on my wife. Both are getting like care pretty regularly around the clock, and so it's just like like we were maybe getting an hour to an hour and a half of sleep per day. So by the time we left on Saturday, we were just dragging so much ass. Yeah. So much ass. And like
you put your baby downstairs and you guys sleep upstairs to get some rest.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but I'd say probably the highlight of our hospital stay. So my wife, desperate to get some level of sleep, asked one of the nurses like, hey, is there anything you can give me? And so then the nurse was like, well, we have Benadryl. And so my wife was like, sure, yeah, I'll take Benadryl. That's fine. And so they give it to her. I had basically mentally prepared myself like, okay, you're going to be on baby duty all night. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. That's fine. But, at least Heather can get some sleep. And so I remember putting the baby down, like after a feed or a change or both or whatever, and I go to like lay down and I see Heather like Bambi legs, like the shaky Bambi legs, like when Bambi's just born in the movie.
Yeah.
She's like that getting out of the hospital bed. I'm like, what are you doing? And so I like run over and I'm like, what's going on? She's like, the lights in the room are coming down to stab us.
Oh God, she's tripping.
Yes. So Benadryl makes her hallucinate, as it turns out. And so she thought that somebody was controlling the lights in the room, lowering them to have them stab us.
Oh.
And so,
yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Do you have a question at this point, sir?
Well, I mean, so as she's never taken Benadryl, presumably. So this was
apparently she had, but like before she had she was loopy, but she was just kind of conked out. This was the first time where she was like more or less wide awake and like experiencing the brunt of this thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I had to like, luckily, so she's less these days, but like, especially when we first started dating, she was very like prone to, she would wake up and like see things. Like for example, I remember one time we were staying at a hotel and she thought on the ceiling of the room that we were staying in that there was a man climbing a ladder, like, but the ladder and the man were both on the ceiling above us. And she was convinced of it. And she was like pulling the blanket up above her head and stuff like that.
Whoa.
So like, again, that hasn't happened as much, but like countless times of like, she would dart up in bed and like look at the TV and be convinced that like whatever people were on TV were in the room with us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I got eventually I kind of got a way of communicating with her a little bit. And so the Benadryl incident was more or less like that. Like, no, they gave you Benadryl. I think you're just like reacting to that. The lights aren't moving. Like, we're fine. Like, she thought her dad was in the room with us. And eventually she starts to kind of like come down and like, she's processing everything. She's like, and as she's laying back down, she's like, oh, I must just be a bad politician. And then she lays her head back down on the pillow. I'm like, this is going to be a long goddamn night.
Was she like hooked up to stuff too while she's like getting out of bed, or was she pretty much at that point?
By that point, she was still hooked up to some stuff. Like at one point in time, they had her like on, over the course of the stay, like at one point in time, like fentanyl. She was on, Fet Dog. All over the place. Oxy, she was on for a little while. They had her on blood pressure medicine. So like there was a bunch of stuff they had her on at various points of this thing.
For like the delivery, or is that for okay.
Like they had so it was a C-section, and so they had her on quite a few pain meds as a result of it. So but yeah, I mean so that was kind of just like the less than ideal parts, but like being there in the room, seeing the baby delivered, like seeing her the moment she came out was like, it was wild. Like I was so overcome with emotion in a way that I had never been
interesting
in my life.
You hear that, and then I guess maybe you just have to like experience it, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, that time leading up to it, obviously you've got the 9 months. In our case, like we were going through like IVF and other stuff too. Yeah, so it's like so much work to get to that point, and it's like just you're overcome. Like, oh my gosh, like it because there were definitely points where I was like, I'm not sure this is going to happen.
Yeah.
We had looked into, I'd started like bookmarking like adoption agencies and stuff like that. Because I was like, this IVF route may not take. It's very expensive to do. Like, luckily, my insurance covered a good chunk of the kind of cost for what we did do. But like beyond that, it would have been out of pocket. So it's like, gosh, I don't know that we can swing that. So yeah, it was just a lot.
Ready for baby number 2 now?
That's right. Yeah. So now we're gearing up. Let's mark your calendars. Yeah. But now we're good. Now everything's fine. Like, we've got a nice little rhythm that we're in now. I'm sure it will change once, because like my paternity leave is going to start a little bit later in the year. She'll go back to work. Right now, usually we'll feed the baby around 10 or 11 at night. She'll wake up for her first feed around 3. That'll be Heather's. She'll change her, feed her, put her back to bed. Then she'll wake up again around 6. That'll be mine, and I'll just usually stay up with her and kind of keep an eye while working at that point in time. So it's been fine, and I haven't felt like super sleep deprived. It's been nice.
That's good. Yeah. Because that would be my concern. Not the baby for me. My sleep.
Yes, absolutely.
No, man, congrats. I know. Yeah, it was a long time in the works. So that's really cool that you guys are. I mean, you guys you brought a kid in this world, and now you're doing all the kid things.
That's right. We're a couple of kid folks, and I think I mentioned this before we started, but now she's smiling. She just started smiling for the very first time earlier this week. I got here. I'll show you. There she is.
That is a smile.
Yeah. So babies, I didn't realize babies do smile early, but it's all digestive, it's just kind of involuntary stuff. Now she's actually looking at you and smiling as a result of things
do stuff and get a reaction.
Yeah, so now we're finally starting to get a little bit of that interactivity, which is nice. I like it. So
good deal, man.
yeah. So that's kind of the main stuff with all Erik over here. I'm sure I'll provide more baby updates as we go along here. But Ryan, you got a kitty cat.
I got a cat, and this story is just going to be way longer than the baby. It's important stuff.
Yeah, please take all the time you need.
She's smiling right now. Actually, she's just sleeping. She doesn't do anything but sleep.
They sound like they'd have a lot in common, actually.
Right? Yeah. So, yeah, a cute cat. I'm a cat guy. So
if anyone was unaware, Ryan, big cat guy. Well, so it has to be told. I have to mention to the audience. I know that you've changed this cat's name since, but for the man that hates pasta, we all hopefully remember the infamous Olive Garden story where it turns out Ryan hates all things pasta, so he ordered a Caesar salad, which doesn't even exist on their goddamn menu because he didn't read it. He gets this cat, and the cat's name is Penne. Spelled Penne, clearly named after the pasta.
So we had to get that changed immediately.
The government must recognize that I hate pasta. Yeah. So now Gabby, named after a character from Disney's Brink.
Yeah, Gabriella.
Yeah, Gabby for short.
Gabby for short.
When she acts up.
I call her Gabs mostly. I just keep it one syllable, But
cute.
Gabriella. Full name, yeah.
Would you consider changing it again if you started dating a lady named Gabby or Gabrielle? Would that be weird to have your cat named the same?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. That's just fate,
You just got to own that. You have to embrace that.
Yeah. No. I woke up today. Did you say, "Hey, today I'm going to talk. Today I'm going to skate"? I wanted to get that line in there somewhere.
You did it. I'm glad I didn't I'm glad I didn't interrupt it too. You got a clean line in there.
You think it was clean? Yeah, I felt like a little bit. I had to work it, but yeah,
you forced it a bit, but I didn't interrupt you, and that's the part I'm most proud of.
You can do that. You can edit that in post. Make it work. Just put it wherever.
I will do that.
It belongs.
Nowhere. It belongs nowhere. So cat happened, and we talked a little bit before we started recording as well. So Denver, if you had to give Denver 1 to 10 score, where are we at right now in your?
It's my favorite. I like it more than Seattle.
Wow.
Yeah. No. It is a great. It's pretty I don't know. I would say it's heavily lean. The city is probably 25 to 40. It's a pretty young city. People come here. People are flocking to Denver, so there's a lot going on. Really cool parts of town. It's not huge, but it's it's definitely a city. I mean, you've been there. You kind of But I love the city. Yeah, and I'm not a big city guy either. So for me to be oh yeah, I want to go take a walk through. I could basically walk through all the city in 15 minutes. Get down. But yeah, it's a cool place. I would recommend way more than Vegas. I like it way more than Vegas. So yeah.
Well, we'll see where the future takes you. We'll see if you end up.
I don't think I rated it. Actually.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't actually answer my question. You're good at that.
Yeah, God, I give terrible ratings. Sometimes I rate too high, sometimes I rate too low. I never get it right.
It's no Tampa. It's no Tampa.
I give it 7.7.
7.7.
7.7.
Is that what you're saying? 7.7.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Pizza scale.
100 scale. You're going on a 100-point scale here for cities. 100 scale. 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 100 scale.
Yeah, I think you have to throw a decimal point in there. It doesn't make any. Yeah, you gotta. Okay. I think it's a fair way to rate 1 through 10 nowadays. So if you're caught up and in the game, there,
that's true. Shout out to Electronic Gaming Monthly and their cool 10-point with decimal scale. Can't slag the classics. Well, so anything else worth mentioning to the Market Maniacs? Anything else of interest that people should know about? I do have a thing to rank. But we don't have to rush to that. If there's anything else that I should know, that the Market Maniac should know, that's going on in your life.
Well, Eric, if I think of something which I'm probably missing, I will jump in and just say it later.
That's true. No injuries.
No injuries. Yeah.
Okay.
My feet they're at 9.9.
What's keeping them from a solid 10, Ryan? Are they ever going to be 10s again?
I don't know if they'll ever be a perfect 10 again from what they were, but I'm not noticed the pain anymore. I don't think about them. I've never had, I walk I don't think about it. I play basketball. I'm breaking ankles out on the court now,
Are you really playing? You're not playing basketball.
A little basketball.
Do you?
Basketball. A little b-ball, yeah.
Okay, between tiki parties?
Between tiki parties. even at tiki parties.
Oh, wow. You're the basketball guy at the tiki party? That's pretty cool. I'm going to ask you another question that I'm positive I know the answer to. Muffaletta. You haven't
a great food city, so no.
Fuck off. I already found a place that does muffalettas in Denver.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, Eric, come on out,
Yeah, no, I don't have anything going on. It's fine. And then the other thing I was curious about, because I know we exchanged text about it, Great American Beer Fest. Are you going to make that happen?
Isn't it this weekend?
No, it's a month from now.
Oh, September. I thought it was August.
No, I'm almost certain it's not.
Are you? Hold on. But yeah.
Well, this answers my question, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you might be right. It might be the 28th.
The 21st through the 23rd. So you got about a month
of September. Okay. Possibly it is a little it's like $100 to get in, right?
I would say if you have at least somebody else to go with.
Yeah,
that would be great. If you're just going to be going there solo, I don't know that it would be the best experience.
Well, my dad's a big beer guy. He's a big craft beer guy, so he might be. He's always in Denver too.
Has he been yet? Has he done it?
I don't think so, because Fort Collins is also a big brewing town, so he just kind of stays there.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's done it. But maybe I'll go with my dad. Check it out.
Yeah, do it. I don't know if he has a birthday or anything coming up. That could be a fun little birthday present or something. Just make up an excuse to take him.
It's close to my mom's birthday, and he'll have to take me.
Well, just pitch it to your mom that way. I'm gonna get Dad out of the house for you.
No, yeah, right. Yeah, no, I'd like to check it out. Especially I think it's at the convention center, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Best beer fest
ever. Back when whether I go or not, I will report back either way.
That's all I've ever asked is for diligent reporting.
Transparency,
Full transparency. Are you ready to rank Ryan? I should do the official thing. Ryan ranks it.
A wave is like a twister.
Are you ready for this episode's ranking, Ryan?
I'm totally ready.
I can tell. Sometimes, I would hope after 3 months off that you would be,
I'm fired
up, bringing the energy, and you are. And I can't claim otherwise. I can't, nor would I ever want to, but I cannot claim otherwise. And I've got one that I think you will be somewhat of an expert in, something of a, as close as of an expert that we can get in this sort of category. Master of. What is the expression that I'm trying to think of with my dad brain right now?
What? Trades? Master of all trades?
Yeah, jack of all trades, master of none, something like like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're towards the end. I don't know specifics. I'm sure, Ryan, you're going to tell me. We're towards the end of the baseball season. Would that be correct to say?
Yes.
Okay.
The dog days of summer is what they call this portion of the baseball season.
That's
August.
right. And Ryan's got that dog in him.
Some would say.
I would say it. I would say that. Your Seattle Mariners, I believe, are in first place, if I heard correctly the other day.
No, that is not correct.
What? Was I not paying attention when people were talking about this?
Yeah, unless something's changed drastically in the last 2 weeks. No, that's not correct.
I think with the game last night, they got into first place.
Oh my God, you're right.
What? Okay, you're. See, I knew you're a phony ass baseball fan. This just proves it.
Erik, here's the thing though. I live in Denver and I don't have cable, so I can't follow this team as closely as I would like. That is crazy news to me. I swear, 2 weeks ago, I was checking out the standings. They were in third. They were 6 games back from first place. They must have gone on some last 10, 9-1 in the last 10. I'm sorry for people but the Rangers went 2-8, and the Astros went 4-6, and the Mariners went 9-1. That's where the switch came from, Erik. All right.
I'm looking at that too. I know how math works, Ryan.
Okay. I checked this 10 days ago. We were 6 games back. That is. So this is big news. This is.
I'm glad I could be the bearer of good news.
Get a little MLB.TV. And Erik, if your sister wants to subscribe and then I can use hers, that's fine.
I will tell her that offer is on the table. Anyway, yeah. So your Seattle Mariners are in first place as of the time of this recording. By the time I edit this, who the fuck knows what it'll be? But to tie in with that, have you gotten any baseball games this season?
I've been to 2 Rockies games, yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. All right.
Yeah.
Well, with that in mind, Ryan, I'm going to have you rank baseball stadium snacks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are they let me ask, are these just generic baseball foods, or are they specific new stuff, just trendy stuff? What are we general baseball stuff? I
mean, I'm talking general baseball stuff.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, if we want to include a trendy thing, we can. But
it's okay. I
can't keep track of all the Shaq's Big Chickens of the world and shit like that.
I like it, yeah.
Okay, so as we always do with these rankings, in fact, I should get my phone out so I can take a proper accounting of this. So I have to figure out what the ketchup of baseball stadium snacks would be.
Have you not looked at this already?
No, I already have the list together. I'm just trying to figure out the order to present them to you. So the ketchup of baseball stadium snacks, I'm going to say is popcorn.
Oh, that's a good pick. I thought you were going to go somewhere else, and I was going to be frustrated with your pick. Peanut or popcorn. Sorry. Yeah, popcorn. I don't hate popcorn. I think it's I have a couple of reserve bags, just in case I get really hungry.
Okay.
But it's not my go-to, and I think Cracker Jacks probably more of a baseball thing,
Sure.
But popcorn, I mean, I would start this at 5. I don't even think it deserves 4.
Wow, really? That's surprising. Because you own popcorn.
Wait, let me. Okay. Actually,
are you saying it's not good as a baseball snack?
Let me take this back a little bit. I am going to put it 4 because if I'm thinking in baseball snack terms, not my terms, baseball snack terms.
Yeah, please.
I'll put it 4. I just think there's so many better options that we're about to come through that it can't sit very high. I could put it number 1, but it's going to drop.
Sure, yeah. So. We don't want to waste all that energy on something that's not.
I don't want to have to re-rank here. I'm trying to be efficient. It's an algorithm.
Yes, definitely. I will say. Let's see. My wife enjoys popcorn quite a bit. As the years have gone by, I actively don't like popcorn anymore.
It gets in your teeth a little bit.
Yes. And it's painful. Sometimes it's really the shell wedges in between your tooth and gums.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a stray kernel and you're just biting down on a kernel.
Oh, for sure. And it can be a little bit of a dance in the microwave. Okay, is it stop popping? Are you going to burn it? Are you popping every kernel, or have you burned it at this point?
Yes.
It's just. But Erik, you have to take a step back. Yeah, baseball game though. You're sitting at a baseball game. What are you thinking? Popcorn? You like it there?
I would never order popcorn for myself at a baseball game.
Same. Yeah, I'm with you. So I put it 4 to start. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and to even make popcorn good, you have to slather it in so much butter that you're going to give yourself a heart attack. So it's it's a real push.
Yeah, I like to put a little cayenne pepper, a little hot sauce on it. If I can. But you can't do that at a baseball game. You're just getting straight butter popcorn, So
friend of the show, Colton, he supplied my new microphone. I wonder. Tell me, people, if you're listening to this and you could tell any difference between the last episode and this one. I'm curious. I'm not good at audio mixing, so it's entirely possible that if I was, that it would sound better. But I'm curious if anyone can tell a difference with my new deluxe microphone. But anyway. Colton did challenge you to a spicy chip challenge eating contest.
No. Are you talking about that like blue chip like thing? Like
it was something. I'll have to go back in the logs, but he did challenge you.
If he wants to sit down with me and do like spicy hot sauce on chicken wings or something like not bullshit, like fine, Colton, I'll sit down with you. But I'm not doing this one chip challenge thing. I'm not ruining my like whole digestive tract, which is already fucked up, like, so I'm not putting anything else down it. But like, hey, spicy chicken wing challenge, we progressively get hotter, like, hot ones or whatever, like, fine, let's do it,
The last dab.
Last dab, yeah, I'll do the last dab. Calling pussy.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
No, I accept your apology. He will not, but I did. Okay, let's move on to... We'll switch it up because you've already even name dropped a couple that I think are obvious ones. Yeah. Let's switch it up a little bit. Dippin' Dots.
Oh, that's a good one.
I agree.
For some reason I guess they'd be better at a baseball game. I'm more of a Dippin' Dots at like a hockey game for some reason. That's where I've had it. But let's say baseball, right? You're out in the hot sun.
Uh-huh.
And Dippin' Dots is the best form of ice cream, hands down.
Wow, really? You're going out on that limb of saying Dippin' Dots is the best form of ice cream? Is it because you love astronauts?
Without question, it is the best form of ice cream, hands down.
Wow.
And I like all ice creams, but Dippin' Dots doesn't miss ever.
Can you eat Dippin' Dots?
No, I'm lactose intolerant, so I still can't eat Dippin' Dots. But like, I will. Okay.
What does it do to you? Just makes you a little gassy?
I will sacrifice my future self for my current selfish.
I will give myself immediate pleasure for the future pain.
It's like the story of my life. But yeah, no, I think Dippin' Dots could go like, I can't put a number one. That's gonna have to be a reserve spot right now. But I'd easy number two. Like,
wow, really? I didn't expect you to
like that hot day, cold Dippin' Dots. Like,
sure.
It's
summertime. I'm surprised that you do Dippin' Dots in a cold hockey arena.
That's kind of where I found them. Yeah, like at the Everett Silvertips games, like Dippin' Dots. I remember I blew up a bathroom, like my friend's bathroom, after I had a shitload of Dippin' Dots, and I got called out for it. Like his sisters were there. So they're like, oh, I can't. So maybe that's where it like sticks really in my memory.
That's why you have such a love of Dippin' Dots. It's because you secretly enjoyed getting shamed for it.
I think I went from like the upper bathroom and I was like, this is so bad I have to leave and go to the lower bathroom. Like, so it was, that's kind of like, but they've always been like, like a hockey, but I can totally, they just fit at a baseball game. A hot summer day, you get some Dippin' Dots. It makes sense,
Yes. I think when I think Dippin' Dots, I think baseball and I think county fair.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah. I'm looking at actually the site, right? Which, quick aside, there was a interaction between me and senior hemorrhoid correspondent Chris Paxton recently, where we were talking about blowing up other people's bathrooms, and like him saying that reminded me of the bit, and I wish I remember which episode it was because I wanted to like send it to him and I couldn't remember. But the bit where I came up with what you do to avoid that situation. Like, to blame it on somebody else who was, like, presumably in the bathroom before you, Ryan.
Okay.
Leave the toilet seat up when you leave.
Wait, okay. Oh, let me make sure I'm, like, understand. Is it because, like, I'm so disrespectful that I never put the toilet seat up? Like, what is it?
No, because how could you have blown the toilet up with your poop if you were just peeing? And the reason they know that you're peeing is because the toilet seat was up.
That's a fair argument. Okay, fair enough. I usually pee with the toilet seat down. I just don't miss.
Ryan, don't miss Murphy.
I mean, I like that. Yeah, I've only blown up a couple of bathrooms, So, but I think if you need you need a little bit of an exit strategy, if you're gonna do it, like that could be step one. I don't think it's good. I think you're living in an idealistic world where that gets you out of it.
Yeah, you just say, "Hey, it wasn't me; it was the last guy." See, I left the. Maybe you don't point out that you left the toilet seat up because then it's like really obvious what's going on. You save that as like your ace in the hole. Like, if I blew up the toilet, then how come the toilet seat is up?
You just come out of the bathroom. No, the toilet seat's up. No one even asked. Like.
Exactly. See, you figured it out.
Yeah. No, I like it. I think you got to think about these things and be prepared.
Did you know that you could?
There's a skit. I'll send it to you now after we do this. But there's a skit exactly about this, about like going into the bathroom and then like you're like, oh damn, someone did blow this up, but now they're gonna think it's me, so I have to step out and say, hey, it wasn't me. Like,
right.
Just specifically around this conversation. So
this sounds actually familiar to me. I feel like I maybe have seen it. Last question around Dippin' Dots. So it's number 2. Do you have a preferred flavor? Like what's your go-to Dippin' Dot?
I'm a chocolate chip mint.
Oh, chocolate chip mint. Okay.
Yeah, always. Like the blue and green, turquoise, whatever it is. Yeah, I like those.
Okay. They're available online, just so you know.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You could be the
blow up my own bathroom.
That's right. The sanctity of your own home. Dippin' Dots. Great. Not Dippin' Dogs. Dippin' Dots. Thank you, autocorrect. All right, let's go back to a staple. Let's go back to a staple of the Americana that is Major League Baseball. Peanuts.
This is one of the ones that can fit in a number 1 slot, I think. I love peanuts. I love everything about them. I love cracking the shells and then throwing them on the floor at a baseball game.
It is a sensory experience.
And peanuts just taste good anyway. And like, unless you get the unsalted ones, which,
Yeah.
But you want to get salted, obviously. So we're talking, yeah. I mean, you just crack them, pop them in your mouth, throw them on the floor. Like, there's something about that's, and it's so baseball too. Like, it's maybe the most baseball thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna get tough with, I think, some of the other ones that are gonna get brought up here. I think especially like if you're drinking $14 beers, you want to keep your stomach a little lighter. You don't want to fill up because, like if you want to have so peanuts are a great little snack at the game, and it's just baseball. And I put it number 1. We'll see how I feel about this, but I would put it number 1. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Peanuts. Wow. Peanuts number 1 with a bullet, high in protein. Good for you. Can I ask a really quick question?
Sure.
Because you mentioned the salted versus unsalted, and this is another food that I rarely will order. Is the shell what's being salted, or is it the peanut itself is being salted?
It has to be the shell, right? And just soak in, because how could the peanuts inside be salted? It has to be the shell. And like, there's flavors too so it has to be the shell. They're just soaked in it.
And then it just gets through to the nut?
I'm telling you yes with all certainty, but like
you are good at that.
It would be so like the other option would be right. They like
open up the shell and then glue it back together.
Like, yeah,
perfect. Well, we figured it out. That's what happens in my mind now. Okay, we're gonna go again because there's so many like conventional ones. I want to mix it up a little bit. Okay. This one is conventional, but I was not thinking about this until somebody unlocked this memory in my brain, and then I was like, "Oh shit, that needs to go on this list. Ryan needs to rank this." So, hold on to your butt here, Ryan. It's kind of similar to Dippin' Dots, but it has its own unique spin. Ice cream served in a novelty batting helmet.
There's one at Coors Field that does this, and that's baseball, right? Like,
that is baseball. Like, that is there a better childhood moment than going to a baseball stadium, getting your little souvenir, like I'm sure it's way overpriced, take home batting helmet with your ice cream in it. Yeah.
I never got one as a kid, so it's not striking a kind of a huge core with me, but like
but you can still respect it as a child. You could look at it and be like, oh man, that's fucking cool. I
respect it now.
Like, I never had a big wheel, a power wheel. I never had a power wheel growing up, but I like always respected like, I would love to have a power wheel.
Shoot. I mean, especially if we're talking baseball games. I mean, Dippin' Dots have my heart, but like that's more as like a food, so I could put this number 2. Like,
oh, right wow.
Now. No, I think you're right. Like, there's this going to a baseball game and getting cool shit, like a ice cream in a helmet. Like, you have that helmet on your shelf for you. I would probably still have it, like here. Like,
probably. Maybe other things didn't make that move with you, but that batting helmet with the ice cream.
Eat the ice cream, you're having a great time, and then you keep the helmet, and it's wow. So a baseball thing, you got to put it high, yeah.
In a novelty batting helmet. Okay, all right, perfect.
I feel like there's going to be. What do we have? We have 5 or 6 because I feel like you're missing one. But
apparently,
I know the next one. But
I have 6. I thought I had 5. I have 6.
Okay. Right.
But these all felt like required things.
Okay.
Cracker Jacks.
I mean, it's in the name of the song, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, you know?
Mm-hmm, yeah. Which the other one that was named in that song is number 1 currently.
Yeah. I don't like Cracker Jacks.
What even are Cracker Jacks? What are they?
Just coated popcorn, right? Just coated with some like caramel stuff or something like.
That sounds right.
I don't love them, but it is very baseball. Like I guess like if you're into that. What do I have here? So I have peanuts, ice cream helmet, Dippin' Dots,
popcorn at 4.
I would just move popcorn down to 5 and put Cracker Jacks 4 because it's in the name of the song. You know, that's how.
That's it. You would not prefer to eat Cracker Jacks over popcorn, but because it's featured in the song, it gets top billing over popcorn. Okay.
Yeah.
It's molasses flavored, caramel coated popcorn. Apparently.
Yeah. I just don't love it. It's not my thing.
I've never liked it. I've never ever liked Cracker Jacks at any point in time in my life. I've always been like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's very like old school, like New York douchey thing.
Dude, I don't know that I ever heard it described that way, but sure, we'll say that. So that's 5. We got one more. Hot dogs.
I mean, that's the only thing is I'm not a huge. I like hot dog. I do like hot dogs, but I don't love hot dogs. You know, like I'm a hamburger over hot dog guy. So like
same, yes.
But I mean, it's another. I love like a hot dog with some mustard on it. Like, there's just so much in here that this is making it really hard to rank. Let's see. So peanuts number 1.
Yes.
I'm just going to, you know what I'm going to do? Because we're talking baseball foods, I'm going to put hot dogs number 2 and bounce everything else down 1. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
If Cracker Jacks or peanuts have to fall out of that, that's fine. You know, or not peanuts, sorry. If popcorn has to fall out of the ranking, that's fine. I don't have an issue. I can sleep tonight, you know.
It's your call. Do you want popcorn as a number 6, or do you just not want it on the list and keep it to 5?
I think we got to keep it 5. You know, we
got to keep it 5. We got to. People are going to be upset otherwise.
I want to mention one, and I know this isn't the point of this, but if we're talking baseball foods, I want to mention one honorable mention.
Please.
Doesn't have to be in this list, but it just needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
Especially as a Seattle. Garlic fries.
Yeah, okay, sure. Is that a thing elsewhere, like to the Rocky Stadium?
You don't smell it when you go to Rocky Stadium like you do when you go to State. You know what I mean? Like you stand outside State, you can smell the garlic fries. Yeah. You can't smell it outside Coors Field, but like, I don't know, maybe they do, maybe they don't. But like, I don't want to put it. I could put it somewhere, but like honorable mention, garlic fries.
Okay, I can co-sign that for sure. Yeah, that's fine. I'm right there.
It's just a little blanket over everything, you know.
Garlic fries. And then just smell yourself the entire rest of the day.
Yeah.
Just go to bed and you're just like, oh my god, I stink like shit right now. All right, so final ranking of baseball stadium snacks. We got peanuts at a strong number 1, salted peanuts preferably. Hot dogs at number 2, ice cream served in a novelty batting helmet 3, Dippin' Dots 4. We got the little cluster of ice cream there, and then 5, rounding out the baseball stadium snacks, is Cracker Jacks on account of them being featured in the famous song "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Well, that's our ranking for this Rumpus time. I hope everybody enjoyed that. Ryan, I hope you came out of that, feeling uplifted.
I did. Yeah.
Good.
I feel in that usually sometimes I go to sleep and I think about my rankings in my head and I'm, but I think I'm going to be okay with this one,
Yeah, if anything, I would feel bad if any of these conversations impacted negatively your ability to perform at that tiki party later.
Right, and I appreciate you being on top of it. You gave me one that I can live with. Some of the ones really get to me,
Which, for the record, in case anyone was unsure, if you or anyone that were wanting to look at everything that Ryan has ever ranked in the history of this program, I have everything posted on our blog spot or whatever it is page. It's in our link tree. You can find the complete ranking. Ryan, have you ever seen the ranking page?
No.
Of course.
Maybe at one point we go back and rank the rankings,
I almost, as like the final The final thing before we called it before the break, I almost had you do like a master ranking of like all the number one things. I still might. I hold on to the capability of doing that. Okay, so it's a WordPress site. Let me just send it to you really quick. We don't have to like spend a ton of time on this, but just so you have it in front of you. So it starts. This is the hardmarkpodcast.wordpress.com site. Not only towards the top of the page do we have the famous Ryan Kendening photo featuring friend of the show Tony Tate in my unfinished garage, but we have the entirety of our match rankings with links to every match. So if you were curious specifically, like, oh, I wonder, how Ryan felt about the number one ranked match, well, you can go right to episode 58 and listen to it right there. Or if you scroll down a little ways, we've got the Ryan Ranks It section, which is literally listing out all the different things that Ryan has ranked on our Rumpus Times.
This is something, this is new.
It's not. I want to just... Yes, it is. Yes, it is new to Ryan. This is true. But for anyone who didn't know, like all this stuff is there. So if you're like, oh, I remember he ranked the big tech companies, but I can't remember what he did. It's all there. It's all there. Was there one in particular that like strikes you as like that was one that? Oh, you know what one was that did hurt you? I remember it was the ethnic foods.
Yeah. Sometimes you make them not easy. Some of the time, it's not like some of the ones like I'm not like informed on. And I just don't like, I think what do we do that was like I was like I have no clue like what I'm ranking here. Like
cryptids, you were mad about the cryptids one.
Yeah, but like so it's either between that or like you throw in some curveballs or some tough ones. Like just fair. Like you gotta
know when to hold them and know
you
when
gotta ask the tough questions.
True. I'm quite the investigative journalist. If nothing else, that's what people have claimed me to be. So, but yeah, there that is for you, Ryan. So if you're looking for some inspirato before the tiki party, like, hey, how would you rank condiments? And then that can be a conversation starter with somebody. So just something to think about. But I think we're going to pivot, etc., to the end of the episode. So we have, in the history of our program, Ryan, we've finished out these Rumpus Times a couple different ways. It's weird to think, because Rumpus Time feels like a later edition, but we've been at it for a little while now. We've done the Winter of Would You Rather. We've done the Birds and Bees of Spring, which was Keep One, Cut One Animals. It's not spring anymore. It's summer. Now, granted, it's towards the end of summer. We haven't had a whole...
Yeah.
We might extend this one out a little bit, but I came up with an idea. And this kind of marries the two programs together. I know traditionally we haven't done any wrestling stuff on these Rumpus Times, but the thought occurred to me, there's so many things in wrestling that I want you to see, but they don't translate well to like a match necessarily. So I came up with a list of stuff that like would be good for me to kind of show you at some point in time or another, that maybe it features one of the people in our match. Hopefully there can be some sort of tie, but it may not always. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing, but irregardless, it is going to be the summer of hot takes of summer, notable events in wrestling history. And so my idea was I would show you a clip, a prominent event in the history of professional wrestling, and then we just get your hot take, what you feel about it, and I
eliminate it if I don't like it,
and then you get rid. It is purged from the internet if Ryan hates it. So that's the plan. But that's it. That's going to be the thing. So I do have it, I think, pulled up here. This is a somewhat longer video than it needs to be. It's not like overtly long, but I'll send it to you. This right here. So this is, before we start watching this thing together, this is Chris Jericho, who we saw a few episodes ago. Chris Jericho in WCW. He was claiming, and he'll get into the reasoning why, he's claiming to be the man of 1,004 holds.
I like that. That's my type of guy.
So whenever you're ready, go ahead, hit play. We'll watch this. We'll watch this together.
Play it. All right.
Yeah.
I was Nash. I'd go ask him. I think what originally had concerned Hogan was the fact that all these brothers were behind him,
And then
Do you remember Chris Jericho from a while ago?
Turned around. It was
Okay.
The group of the NWO members wondering who was next to step in front of it.
That has to be another possibility, Larry. Will it be someone from the NWO that decides to break away from Hollywood?
Go back to wrestling. These guys just have great hair.
I don't know what their hair care regimen is, but we got to replicate
He's
it.
not happy at all, and he'll do anything.
You know what? I want to dedicate this match to the memory of Dean Malenko. You know, Dean, you let a lot of people down, a lot of people, including myself, down when you quit and went home after losing your match to me. You know, you aren't the first person to submit to the awesome power of the Lion Tamer, and you won't be the last, but you're the first that took your ball and went home. But Dean, you claim that you were trained by the best. Don't you think you've shamed your father's memory enough? He wasn't a quitter like you.
Oh, he's out of line, guys.
So I'm kissing you and your career goodbye, Dean. Because like the song says, in a mbop, it's gone. Thank you.
Mbop is gone.
He's a member of the Hansons now.
Gotta love a good Hanson reference. Okay,
Is that
go
a
ahead.
Hanson boy? Like,
Yeah, the three blonde, long-haired Hanson guys. Yeah, Mbop.
I would love to go to a wrestling event in Madison, Wisconsin.
Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
You know, the human life expectancy is what, a little over 70 years? I think in the NWO you got a life expectancy of about 1.
Or until you get upset, gonna put him in the Lion Tamer quickly, and he's got it on.
He's got his neck bent.
Boy, Marty
Lion
Jannetty, I tell ya, didn't take long, and he tapped out on that one. That was one of the most impressive wins in a long time for Chris Jericho. Still the Cruiserweight champ, guys.
Marty Jannetty decided that he was going to live to fight another day, tapping out almost immediately as Jericho applied the Lion Tamer. Now what has he got?
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, since I took care of Mr. Jannetty so quickly, I came prepared. Excuse me. Malenko, you claim to be the man of 1,000 holds, but I counted, and you know about 60, but I know 1,004, and I wrote them all down. Here we go. Hold 1, arm drag.
Wow.
Hold 2, arm bar. Hold 3, the moss-covered, 3-handled family gradunzel.
Why doesn't he just
Number
mail us
4,
this list and we'll announce
arm
it?
bar.
He just ran it.
Number 5, the Saskatchewan spinning nerve hold.
This must be meathead
Number 8.
microphone night.
Who's he listing off?
He's listing off his holds. He's the man of 1,004 holds. He's listing off all of his holds.
Oh.
10, right hand.
Okay.
Meet Erica.
Oh, what the
Are we going to watch this little commercial, too?
I mean, fuck, maybe we should. I don't know.
What is this?
Oh, okay, there we go.
712, arm bar.
Can we physically
Hold
get
number
him out of the ring?
713.
I can.
Oh, okay, all right. Is that... Do we keep going?
714,
Yeah,
the Canadian.
yeah, keep watching.
It's time for our second hour.
Can we get a kid to tell us when the toms are going? We can take
Hold
off these
number
stupid headsets.
723. Wow, I'm starting to get blown up here.
Yeah, boy, you're not kidding.
Hold number 723.
He blew up a
The
long time
Jericho
ago.
Screwdriver.
Oh, is he just going to stay in the ring? I mean, are we going to get some officials out to move him along?
Still has several hundred more to go.
You taking up for him? Is that
I'm
what you're
not
doing?
taking up for him. I'm just
What
trying
are
to
you-
explain the situation.
Ixnay wants to hear everything.
Yeah, he wants to write him down so he can use them next match.
This is me listing off my compliments.
Yeah!
To come out, fans, as we begin the second hour.
If Jericho keeps reading it, maybe he'll learn a few.
The Super Blizzard.
Let me say this, and this is a long time coming. Being able to list them and run them down a lot different than being able to execute them. Wouldn't you agree, Mike?
100%, Tony.
Yeah, well, writing them down is one
Have we
thing.
seen any Prince IK matches?
We have not. We probably will not either.
How about that?
You're not going to stand up here and dishonor his memory.
The Prince. Thank goodness for Prince Iakea.
Can I bring back puka shell necklaces?
You should.
Get him out of here.
Look. Give me my holds.
What was that last one? That blizzard?
I don't know. Would you stop it? I don't care. I don't think the world cares. As a matter of fact, during the commercial break, I know the fans here didn't care.
I still got 200 more.
Here he goes. Back.
Memorize them, kid.
Okay, there we go. So, we just watched Chris Jericho listing off his 1,004 holds. Ryan, what did you think of that segment?
I mean, I especially liked when he was asking for all of them back, you know, like he really like this is something he needed, you know,
yes.
like my list.
Right. And it was on old school printer paper with like the tearaway sides and everything. That was a especially nice touch. But yeah, so for anyone who's not seen this, essentially there's a wrestler in WCW named Dean Malenko, which actually was kind of the spiritual sort of inspiration for Ryan's nickname of the man of 54,097 compliments. Dean Malenko was the man of 1,000 holds. And so after he got beat by Chris Jericho, Jericho was in just kept ragging on him and ragging on him and ragging on him. And Dean Malenko like went away after his father died. And so Jericho's just burying him over and over and over. And then he starts claiming himself to be the man of 1,004 holds. And he's going to prove it by taking out the longest piece of printer paper of all time and claiming that he's going to read all 1,004 holds to the live audience over and over. And like, if you actually listen to the holds, he starts by saying arm bar, then he says arm drag, and then he makes up a move that's not even real called the
That's what I would do.
The the moss covered 3-handled family gradunzel, which I think is like a children's book or something. And then he goes back to armbar. So within the first 4 holds, 2 of them are duplicates.
You ever watched a like X Games match where they do like a trick and it's just like they're like, oh, it's just 360 McTwist flybird.
Yes.
Separate, like, you know, it's like, how do you just making this up? Like,
yes, absolutely. Which I mean, you could probably make this. I'm sure you feel the same way watching a lot of wrestling matches when the moves are called.
I do. I even know the move and I make up a name for it. Like, you know.
But so. The version we saw was just kind of a YouTube video where they go to the commercial break. We saw like a little bit of like the starving kids in Africa need your help commercial, and then it went back to the program. But in reality, it was like a normal length commercial break, right? Apparently, what happened during that time was he like put the list down and like, I don't know where they were for that event or whatever. Let's just pretend they were in New York, right? Mm-hmm. He was basically like, Yankees suck, Mets suck, Giants suck. And then when they came back from commercial,
just to rile up the crowd.
So now the crowd's all boo, boo. And like, it looks like he's been reading hundreds and hundreds of names the whole time.
That's slick.
And so he just jumped to the 700s.
Yeah, so he started at 1 because when we got back, he was like 700 deep, and like obviously that commercial was cut, but I was like, that's a, you know, it's been either long commercial or, you know, but that's a good way to, that's slick.
And so then, of course, Prince Iaukea, who's not been featured on the show, we'll see if we can get around to a Prince Iaukea match, comes out. I was trained by Dean Malenko's father. You're not going to disrespect him. And then Jericho powders out of the ring, and then of course,
understand you.
What the hell?
That, swear to God, that was me. But I don't know how I did it.
Either way, but Jericho powders out of the ring. His holds, a portion of the paper had been ripped, so he yells, "Give me back my holds! Give me back my holds!" And then storms off. I still had 200 more holds to list. And so, that is the Chris Jericho Man of 1,004 Holds segment. Thoughts?
I mean, as far as like celebratory, like victory, I think it was very good, very well done. I relate to this guy a lot. You know?
Yeah, sure, of course. As a man of 54,
with both of us have great hair, first of all, and then
we can all agree on that. Yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was an entertaining finish to it, better than a lot of them. You know,
if you had to give it a grade, let's say like an A to an F. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's some way of kind
tired of my like decimal point scale. Like,
I mean, I just, I don't know. I don't know how we want to like, treat these, because I think ranking it may be overkill because we already do so many other rankings. So I just thought maybe it'd be a nice thing to put a grade on.
I'd give it a B plus.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything? What could he have done to make it an A in your eyes?
this is the thing with wrestling that always like gets me is that there's always something like I'm like, oh, it's just wrestling, and then there's always something that's like over the like I didn't see coming, you know. And there was nothing in there that like I thought it was good, like I didn't see, but like if he had brought like a layer of like, oh, I didn't see that coming, you know.
Okay.
Like he stands, like he gets a ladder and he gets on that ladder and he like then I'm like, oh shit, now we got an A-, you know.
Okay.
Or who's the guy that came in? He gets on the ladder, reads him, and then like body slams this guy, like, you know, like, yeah.
Let it be known, Ryan will not give any A's to any segments unless they have ladders. I think that's what we can take away from this.
Got a ladder,
from this whole experience. All right. Anything else that the folks should know? I think we are going to be putting out another episode, so we're going to actually be watching a wrestling match and talking about it here. So stay tuned for that. Again, once I kind of get everything edited, I imagine it'll be 1 week of separation. I don't know how quickly I'm going to be editing it, but it'll be coming out in a week's time. But anything else folks should know before we wrap this Rumpus time up, Ryan?
I don't have a lot. I think we covered a good amount.
Yeah.
So I'm good. I'm happy with Rumpus time. Where did Rumpus time come from?
It came from Step Brothers. But like, I didn't realize it came from Step Brothers because I like Step Brothers, but I hadn't seen it enough to like memorize it. My wife said it a lot, and so I just thought it was like a funny thing. And then when I Googled it, I was like, oh, it's a Step Brothers reference. But like when Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly are like roughhousing or something after they've kind of like, you know, they've crossed that bridge of being enemies and now they're friends with each other. But then the stern dad is like, he comes in, Rumpus time is over. And so that's where Rumpus time came from.
Good. I like it. Settled.
But if you're not hard, everybody, get hard. Once you get hard, stay hard. Speaking of which, Rumpus time is over. Thanks, everybody.
I blew up a bathroom, like my friend's bathroom, after I had a shitload of Dippin' Dots.